Some people take minutes to reach their villages, and an important road as Nairobi-Nakuru Highway, no one saw the need to make it a dual carriageway so that we can also reach our homes in good time. Which was of more economic value?
I'm coming to realize that the Cabinet Secretary for Treasury, MBADI, is starting to punish the Mountain Kenya region. There is a lot of animosity between the Central Kenya and the Luo Nyanza because each and every candidate who has hailed from that region has contested for the presidency, and one community has always lost. After independence, Jaramogi Odinga contested. He lost. His son, Raila Amolo Odinga, contested on several areas, lost. And the loss has been because of the Central Kenya people voting for another candidate because they have the biggest voting basket. After MBADI being appointed as the CS Treasury, on several occasions has come out to caution the development which has always gone to Mountain Kenya. Even at Huru's time, there is a day MBADI came out to say that how can it be that Raila Amolo Odinga tied development to one region when he was exiting office? Now, even during Wetangula's mother's funeral service, John MBADI echoed the same sentiments. He came on to say that there are some regions which have roads, yet other regions don't have the same. So for me, it seems that William Ruto picked MBADI with an aim of checking the Mountain Kenya supremacy. And most especially, this came after the mountain moving away from William Ruto after they impeached Rigathi Gachagua. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the sentiments which are always been done by the CS Treasury. And I think it's not supposed to be done because even if you are going to change the development from one region, you don't need to come out and say it. But since he came from a background of being a politician, he wants to show that he's doing something. So in this episode, I've come to talk about John MBADI's statements, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, John MBADI came into government when the Gen Zs came on the streets. So William Ruto saw a loophole of trying to change his government and brought the ODM so that he can buttress the support of his government. Among the position he gave out, the CS for Treasury, it was occupied by the Mount Kenya people. He changed it to Nyanza. I think those are one of the factors that even made the Nyanza people annoyed. How can you give out key ministries out of the region which gave you 47%? Okay, and that can be maybe anticipated even in growing democracies. People vote in government so that they can get key dockets. First to work for their people, then the entire country. So on several occasions, John MBADI has come out to speak against Mount Kenya development, saying that they have been getting development at the expense of other regions. But it can be accepted because even bigger democracies, Britain, America, there are some regions which get maybe bigger budgets depending because of the population size, because of where the economy is. Okay, so Mount Kenya region has almost 65% of the economy. What do you expect? Has almost 70% rich people. What do you expect? They do businesses. So even if you get another president, it would be hard not to work with the Mountain people in terms of development. But MBADI is politicking. He is bringing out the hate which is normally had by the Nyanza leaders, not people, against the Central Kenya. Before I proceed, I want to play a tape when John MBADI was saying this. Here's the tape.
Together with that of my family, today I don't want to say much. First, you have given me a job to do. The job we have to do together is to revive our economy, to resuscitate this economy. I see a lot of concern. And by the way, I want to tell those of us who are in government and those of us who are supporting the government that the work of opposition is to criticize. Even when I was in opposition, I could see 100 proposals, and out of the 100, only 5 are bad and 95 are good. It's not my business to say the good 95. Hiyo ni kazi ya serikali. I concentrate on the bad 5. The only thing that I want to plead with those who are criticizing is let us be factual. Let us be honest. If we are complaining about the bad economy, that things are difficult, that life is difficult, why is life difficult? 2 reasons.
So, he was speaking on Moses Wetangula's funeral. He first came out to say that he was speaking because of development. He's setting up points for his announcement. And for me, why I feel bad for Ruto and why I don't now support him, these people on the forefront of not wanting his presidency, they will be the first people to jump ship because they don't have the pain for how they got government. Yet people like Moses Kuria, who by the way supported Ruto, are out being given advisor's position. Let's continue. Listen to the next part where he talked about development in the central Kenya.
Number 1, the public debt. Number 2, the pending bills. Are you telling us that this public debt were incurred when Ruto was the president? Are you telling us that the pending bills amounting to almost 700 billion were incurred when Ruto was the president? Why have you forgotten how we got to where we are? Why are you blaming Ruto for fixing a problem that was created? Today, Your Excellency, I was speaking to one of my...
So, the hypocrisy of these people who came from the opposition, one, Ruto is being blamed because he has a duty of reducing the public debt he found. No wonder he was part of the public debt when he was serving as a deputy. When Kibaki came into power, what magic did Kibaki use to make Kenya the second economic country, not a third world country? So any leader that's elected, you should not give us reasons. You have a duty of 1, reducing the public debt, 2, reviving the economy. Those sentiments only show you that you are incompetent as a CS. You are just protecting Ruto politically, not delivering. If you fail to reduce the public debt, then pack up your bags and go. I'm tired of these politicians who are coming out to protect Ruto at any expense. And people who are speaking like this were recently picked from the opposition. They used to criticize government about public debt. Then they are given positions, they are giving all manner of excuses, saying that Ruto cannot reduce the public debt. If he cannot reduce the public debt, let him resign. Get a person who can do the job instead of crying like babies. Let's continue.
Friends who is coming from Bungoma. He is going back to Nairobi. And he has to drive from Bungoma through Kakamega to Kisumu, through Narok, because Nairobi-Nakuru highway is impossible. But we borrowed money to do roads up to some villages. Some people take minutes to reach their villages, and an important road as Nairobi-Nakuru highway, no one saw the need to make it a dual carriageway so that we can also reach our homes in good time. Which was of more economic value? The SGR, we borrowed money to build the SGR, and it is a perfect idea, it is good. But did it have to terminate at Naivasha? That SGR should reach Malava as it was intended to. We have to look for how to stabilize this economy to make sure that what should have been done was done. Mistakes were committed. They cannot be corrected in a day. Your Excellency, I want to end by saying, as I committed when I was sworn in, I will help you steady this economy. We will work hand in hand, make life better for Kenyans. Let other regions also benefit from the fruits of their taxes. Asanteni sana.
So, That is Opiyo Wandayi. When you look at his speech, he's coming out to say that other regions should get, as if they didn't get. In this way, he's attacking the Mountain Kenya region. That's the truth. He's attacking it. Okay? And he's also crying as if he doesn't have opposition. What I expected Opiyo, JON MBADI to say is that the SGR stopped here. So this financial year, we're having these billions to extend it, not just to speak against it, because they were all in government. Ruto was in government. Okay? So you could see even these who were picked still have the same things. They are just crybabies who are speaking, not delivering. That's the truth. Okay? So for me, I think this is aimed at fighting the Mountain Kenya, because the Mountain Kenya has always been a kingmaker or has produced a presidential candidate. So they are trying to stifle it, threatening its development, okay, etc. That's the truth. So Ruto is playing games with the Mountain Kenya, and I don't think he will win. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, employ to subscribe, like and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.